This is the Cholo News Report for Saturday 24 February 2018. Rick Gates pleads guilty to charges of conspiracy against the United States and making false statements, and agrees to cooperate with the special counsel investigation. It is no secret that Manafort represented then Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych's interests, but as chairman of the relevant European subcommittee, the congressman has listened to all points of view on Ukraine. Notwithstanding that Rick Gates pled today, "I continue to maintain my innocence," he said in a written statement on Friday. Barnaby Joyce announces his resignation as Deputy Prime Minister and leader of the National Party, following scandals involving an affair with a staffer and a sexual harassment allegation. The party, a junior partner in the coalition government, will vote for his successor on February 26. Our wealth-producing industries find themselves under a coordinated and undue attack by the many, who ironically owe their comfortable 21st century existence to the comparable few who work in the sun and subject their fortunes to the whims of international markets and finance. Joyce clearly intends to be using the phrase as a metaphor for the rural poor, a figure of speech known as synecdoche, where a part of something is made to represent the whole. Russia blocks agreement on the United Nations Security Council resolution, calling for a 30-day truce in Syria. A formal vote is postponed. Demonstrators at the Russian consulate in Istanbul on Thursday protested the airstrikes and shelling by Russian-backed Syrian government forces in eastern Ghouta. The scene at the Security Council on Thursday underscored a growing sense of powerlessness and exasperation at the United Nations, as the Syrian civil war reaches new levels of violence. In response to reports of mass casualties among children in eastern Ghouta, UNICEF issued a statement this week that was completely blank, explaining that there were no words left to describe the horrors. The death toll since Sunday in the rebel-held Damascus suburb of eastern Ghouta is more than 400, according to the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights. Sweden and Kuwait were seeking a vote on a resolution ordering a 30-day ceasefire to allow relief agencies to deliver aid and evacuate the critically sick and wounded from besieged areas to receive medical care. Nebenzia accused global media outlets of a massive disinformation campaign that ignored what he claimed were thousands of fighters, including al-Qaeda-linked militants, that were shelling Damascus from eastern Ghouta and taking refuge in hospitals and schools. Montenegrin police identify the perpetrator of a grenade attack on the U.S. Embassy in Podgorica which occurred yesterday. According to authorities, he was a veteran of the armed forces of Yugoslavia. Many Montenegrins resent the alliance, bombing their country, and Serbia in 1999 in a bid to end the killing of ethnic Albanians in Kosovo. But people working nearby say the police presence is small, and the overall atmosphere in the city is calm. In 2016, anger over the attempts to join NATO, coupled with opposition claims of corruption against the then Prime Minister, sparked mass protests ahead of a general election. Romanian Justice Minister Tudorel Toader announces that he would trigger the dismissal procedures of the Chief Prosecutor of the National Anti-Corruption Directorate, Laura Codruta-Covisi. The announcement sparks protests. He added that Chief Prosecutor of the National Anti-Corruption Directorate Laura Codruta-Covisi had an excessively authoritarian behavior when she personally supervised the investigation related to OUG 132, 2017. According to him, an unprecedented situation within the relations between public authorities in Romania have been recorded in 2017, in which the National Anti-Corruption Directorate was sanctioned by the Constitutional Court for disloyal behavior.